My background was in investigative journalism, and I became a foreign correspondent for the Christian Science Monitor. And I studied corruption and its impact on everyday people's lives. So I had this mindset that I was looking at big questions through. How does money laundering affect people? How does it shape societies? And I tended to look at that abroad. But that changed after 2020 and the police murdered George Floyd, and I started looking at the question of slavery. How has corruption and wealth and power through the lens of slavery shaped wealth and my own country? The maxim of investigative journalism is to follow the money. We've not really, as a society or as a discipline around slavery, followed the money north. I ended up writing a book about the subject. I spent 5 years studying how Wall Street, though it was 1,000 miles from the South and seemingly unconnected to slavery, was actually deeply involved in slavery. Here at Slavery North, that line of inquiry continues. Now I'm looking at how the banks and big corporate directors of Boston in manufacturing and insurance, how they were intimately involved in investing in slavery in the South and then taking those profits and building up all the institutions of social, cultural, and political power of this city. It's been eye-opening for me to understand not only what these men did with this money, but how they felt about it. What I've discovered is that they were unabashedly pro-slavery. These men may have said that slavery was morally bad, but as a business, they had absolutely no problem with it. And more than that, they make it clear that this is the South's right to enslave black people and that we as a country should not touch this. They were also unabashedly hateful of the abolition movement. They hated abolition, they loved slavery as a business, and they did everything that they could to ensure that it survived. Things that they invested in, agitations, mass riots, is what pushed this country towards a civil war. To me, Slavery North is an incredible place because there's nothing like it in the world. Literally, there is no other institution, certainly in America or Canada, that is looking specifically at that issue. How did slavery affect the North, and how did the North affect slavery? What I hope my work here at Slavery North and what Slavery North in general can do is inform that national conversation around the issue of slavery, especially at a time when conservative forces in the United States want to disappear this history. They want it not to be talked about. They want it to be banned.